Welcome to Phillies Fan Central, where passion meets the diamond and every fan's voice counts.
Phillies Nation, welcome back to Phillies Fan Central. I'm your guy, bringing you the most complete, analytical, and passionate coverage of our beloved Philadelphia Phillies. Before we dive into today's exclusive details, and trust me, we've got a massive rumor to break down, I need you to do the ritual. Smash that subscribe button, drop a like to help the community grow, hit that notification bell so you never miss a scoop, and get ready to comment your take down below. This channel is by the fans, for the fans, and your voice is everything to us. Let's get to it. We are heading into this offseason with a serious sense of urgency hanging over Citizens Bank Park. It's no secret that the window for this core to win a World Series is wide open, but Father Time remains undefeated. The Philadelphia Phillies are kicking off the winter months with massive questions and strategic holes that need to be filled with surgical precision. Naturally, the spotlight is on the contract situation of Kyle Schwarber, one of the undisputed leaders of our clubhouse, and we are also facing the very real risk of losing JT Realmuto, the best catcher in baseball, who is testing the free agency waters. However, while everyone is looking at retentions, my sources and market analysis suggest the front office is getting aggressive to fix a chronic issue, our outfield, and this is where things get extremely interesting. While the free agent market has names like Harrison Bader and Max Kepler available, the most impactful move might come via trade. The name circulating heavily behind the scenes, one that would completely change the dynamic of our lineup, is Jarren Duran of the Boston Red Sox. We are talking about an electric player capable of bringing speed, elite defense, and consistent contact, something we have been desperately searching for to balance out the power in our offense. But as we all know in this game, you gotta give to get. The intel coming in, backed by analysis from experts like Lachlan March of the Philadelphia Inquirer, is that the cost to pry Duran out of Boston would be steep, very steep. The name on the table would be our second best prospect, Aidan Miller. I know that puts a knot in your stomach. Aidan Miller is seen as a jewel of our farm system, a talent with the potential to be a starter for a decade. But I'm asking you to look at the landscape with me. The Boston Red Sox have a surplus of outfielders in their system and a top prospect at the position, Jostinson Garcia, who is practically MLB ready. This makes Boston a logical trade partner. They have what we need, and we have the future asset they covet. The question I'm posing to you is this: is it worth sacrificing Miller's bright future, who likely wouldn't be ready to impact the big league club until 2026, for an established player like Duran, who has 3 years of team control left and can help us win today? Nick Castellanos will likely leave the club before the 2026 season, and we need an immediate solution. The front office has to decide if they are protecting tomorrow or going all in for the trophy now. In my view, when you have Bryce Harper, Trey Turner, and Zach Wheeler in their prime, the mindset has to be now. Continuing our deep dive into this potential seismic market shift, we need to understand the macroeconomic and tactical context for the Phillies. Bringing in Jarren Duran isn't just about filling a spot in left or center field, it's about diversifying our attack. In recent years, we've lived and died by the long ball. When the ball isn't flying out of the yard, our offense tends to stagnate, especially in the cold months of October. Duran brings an element of chaos on the base paths, speed to turn singles into doubles, and a glove capable of saving runs on defense. If we look at recent season trends, teams that blend power with athleticism have had more success in the postseason. Furthermore, financially, this trade makes a ton of sense. By acquiring a player with 3 years of contract control, the front office maintains payroll flexibility to try and re-sign Schwarber, or even make a competitive offer to keep JT Realmuto, if we opted to spend big on a top-tier free agent outfielder, we might be compromising our ability to keep the backbone of this team intact. Is the cost of Aiden Miller painful? Without a doubt. Losing a prospect of that caliber hurts the heart of any fan who follows the minors. But prospects are promises, and Jarren Duran is a reality. Miller might not be developed enough for the club to keep him when we need him most, while Duran would arrive ready to suit up and play immediately. Another crucial point is the starting rotation. We know the front office is also eyeing reinforcements for the mound. By solving the outfield issue via trade, using prospect capital instead of cold, hard cash, Dave Dombrowski, our president of baseball operations, preserves the budget to invest in an elite arm for the rotation or to bolster the bullpen, which is always a priority. It's a high-level chess game. We are talking about maximizing a title window. The Philadelphia Phillies aren't rebuilding, we are reloading. Every move must be calculated to put us in position to hoist the commissioner's trophy. The potential departure of Nick Castellanos in the near future opens a spot, and filling it with someone young but experienced like Duran could be the perfect bridge between the present and the future. It's a high-stakes bet, but championship teams are built on guts and tough decisions. And the question isn't whether we like Aiden Miller, but whether we like the idea of a parade down Broad Street next November more. To wrap up our analysis today, here is my objective take. This trade, if it happens, is a clear signal that the front office isn't satisfied with just making the playoffs. They want the ring. Trading Aiden Miller for Jarren Duran is a win-now move that carries risk but brings immense rewards for a team that needs dynamism. Now, I want to hear from you. This is the moment of truth. Would you trade our second-best prospect, Aiden Miller, for 3 years of control of Jarren Duran? Or do you think we should protect the farm and try our luck in the free agent market, even if it costs more money? Don't leave without dropping your answer in the comments. I want to see the debate heat up. If you liked this detailed breakdown and want to keep getting the hottest, most reliable news on our fight in Phils, subscribe to Phillies Fan Central, smash that like button, and ring the bell. Join our community because the passion for this team never sleeps. I'll be back anytime with more updates. Go Phils, ring the bell. Let's bring that Red October energy all year long.